Welcome to Tyler's Garage. Today we're going to take a look at my Weber Smokey Mountain 22.5 inch smoker. I wanted to start with the cover that I use. This is from Classic Accessories. You can find this on Amazon easily, about $20. The nice thing about it is it's larger than the Weber one that comes with it, so you can use a lot of different accessories and it'll still fit over them. Welcome to Tyler's Garage. So here we're looking at my 22.5 inch Weber Smokey Mountain. I have a few modifications on the exterior here that we can look at. First off, you can notice that the temperature gauge is not working. That's just a common problem. I've replaced it before and I'm just not worried about it at this point. I found an old kettle and took off these handles so it makes it a lot easier to move the center section. So that was my first, just some old Weber handles from a kettle, and then bolted them on. Second thing you're going to probably notice here is the side table. That works really well with my fireboard, and on that I am able to leave my fireboard with the probes. That's made by Cajun Bandit. Approximate cost is about $100. The door here, you'll notice, additionally, is made by Cajun Bandit, and it does a much better job of holding in the heat than the factory Weber. And the last thing you'll notice on the exterior here are the wheel setup. These are also made by Cajun Bandit. I will say they're nice. However, for me, the tendency is they don't necessarily work the best. They're just too small. And when you have this thing pretty well loaded up, it can get quite heavy. So those are some of the modifications we've done to the exterior of the Weber Smokey Mountain. After taking the lid off, one thing you're going to notice is I have used a seam adhesive sealant try to keep as much of the smoke inside the chamber so it doesn't leave. We got two grates here, and then the water pan. This was another modification. What I did is essentially it's a cover for the water pan, so instead of getting the drippings in the water pan, it makes cleanup just a little bit easier because you simply have to clean this up instead of cleaning the water pan up. In the future, Cajun Bandit also makes a third level that drops the water pan. I'm contemplating that, and also I've been looking at Hunsucker because they have a method that does not use the water pan. I think that would be an interesting thing to consider with the Weber Smokey Mountain. But here's the smoke, and then we move down to the charcoal basin. Another modification is Arbor Fab creates this great charcoal basket that makes it very easy. It's just one hand, and essentially what it does is it enables you to load up with a lot more charcoal than you normally would. And you also have the minion basket here where you can put the charcoal to start, and then that helps to get a nice burn throughout the unit. The other thing you're going to notice here is my air burner. So I connect my fireboard air intake into here, and I'll show you how that works. And then it goes in, and essentially it's the opposite of a gas burner, where what this is doing is pushing air in to the chamber, and so I can create a better amount of air going in with the fan, and then additionally I can create more even burns. So that shows you a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull the fireboard out and show you how I connect that. Out of all the modifications for my Weber Smokey Mountain, the most significant for me is using my fireboard. This is the coolest thing. All right, so what it does very simply is it enables to monitor the temperature up here with a probe. And what it will do is it comes, well, you have to purchase it, but a fan. So what I've done here is I have modified the fan so that it will connect to my contraption here to push air within the system. And essentially what happens is that you get temperatures and the fan will go on and off all night long. This enables me to actively monitor what's going on within the cook without necessarily being physically in front of it. And I think that and it also enables, it has 6 different ports in there for 6 different probes, or 5 plus the temperature probe. And this really works well for helping to figure out temperatures and to get the best consistency within a cook. So that's the coolest attachment. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. If you have any questions, please comment and please subscribe. Thanks again and have a wonderful day. Welcome to Tyler's Garage. So what I wanted to show you right here is this stainless steel. It is a new charcoal container for my Weber Smoky Mountain. I ordered this from Arbor Fab. And the cool thing about it is that essentially it creates a larger, so you can do double the amount of charcoal that you normally would be able to put in the Weber. Right now you can barely fit in a 120-pound bag, which during cold weather can sometimes be really challenging to be able to get a full night burn, or if you want to get 12, 14 hours, you really need more capacity. This unit also, what's neat is it includes the Minion. So I purchased this separately, but what this allows you to do is load the bin with unlit charcoal, and then using your chimney, you would only put in your lit charcoal in this smaller container, and that would allow it to burn through. So you're gonna get one of those real long burns. Now, when I looked at it, the one that comes with the Weber is about 4 inches tall. So as you can see here, this one is a full 8 inches. And then in terms of diameter, it is right there at 18.5. So this one is designed for the 22.5 smoker, the big Weber Smoky Mountain. And then the smaller Minion here is 6 inches by 6 inches tall. So you can see there. I was a little uncertain because looking at it, I didn't know if this bar right here, which is there for strength and rigidity, would get in the way of the Minion container. But I think you could just move it over slightly to go ahead and put the coals in. So heavy duty, stainless, it'll last forever. For what it is, I guess it might be a little bit expensive.